Please do forgive me for the chicken scratch along the margins of the books you've been prescribed. When it comes to reading, my brain could never stay in one place. Instead, I just crossed between lines so my brain could remember what the fuck was going on. Do forgive me for the profanity. I cuss like a sailor or an old man who spent the majority of his life hating on his forgotten youth. Poor folks, they never had a chance to know what real love is like other than the facade of chocolates, roses, and sorries. Maybe I speak too freely for the empty shell of the woman I once was, a mask I believed to be on my own. No amount of damage or trauma will turn me away from who I am. It's funny how words can hold such a control over others. Never realized how much of an influence one can be. If I say something that pisses off the men, all the feminists will build a pedestal at my feet. However, if I say something that gets all the feminists in a fit, oh, I'm just one of the guys, right? It's a laugh how two sides can decide the alignment by also inserting themselves into positions they couldn't possibly imagine. As you read along the text or whatever you may find my scribbles in, remember this. If my words offend, do they strike truth and what they fear? If my words are obscure, do they illustrate such a bizarre tale they refuse to curate? If my words are embedded in stone, do they inspire a certain dream they had yet to take on? I hypothesize whether my words have any real meaning or inspiration to those around me, ones who criticize or mock my very presence. I wonder if the existence of this book is the answer to my questions, or how my words may be perceived by others. Nonetheless, I revert to a certain part of myself where the idea of being conscious is in the real world is not an issue I have to deal with. In this state, I'm no longer human, nor a being of flesh. Rather, I'm a mere spirit who rules galaxies created by my celestial hands. I'm not a tyrant, nor am I a god of any kind. The only power I wish for is the control of my own words, and however they may be perceived by those who listen and pay mind to my voice. If this book ever reaches your hand, just know that the stories I've narrated through the verses came from an era of my mind, a timeline so bizarre yet uniquely consistent that even I have yet to piece together. Thus concludes the end of this poetic collection of stories. With this, I thank you for reaching up this far, and hope you've enjoyed your journey through my collection of verses and tales. I also hope you are able to answer my questions, but do not worry about such answers for this book. It's merely for entertainment to eyes like yours, right?